I'm Renee.
And I'm Debbie. And together,
We are the Roundtable Recap. Hey, welcome back. We are on the Traitors, Season 4, Episode 3, and kicking it right off, we jump into breakfast, where, they're talking about Donna still possibly being a traitor. Jam Jam brings up the whole thing that happened to Portia, because she was just recently voted off, so he's like, it's just the traitors, protecting traitors, when actually in reality, it's not the case, because Candace
right?
spoke up against Portia, so I thought that was a little ironic. But and then of course, they bring up again about Michael and how he was distracting at the round table. And then even so, they discuss Ron. So I just feel like, obviously they're just throwing out the different theories at this point with the random people. But no one new really has been thrown into the hot seat or suspicions arising.
Yeah. And this is also where Tiffany talks to Michael uh, about Jam Jam as well.
Yes. Yeah. This is also where you learn that Ron C is the one who got eliminated in plain sight.
Hmm.
And I do feel like it was a smart play for them. I mean, he is the only one that said, "Oh, this is a elimination in plain sight." He's
Right.
the only one that kind of like picked up on it. And um and then I even thought, like, because, Alan comes in and he also explains, or he says it, but he doesn't say it's a elimination in plain sight, but like I think she's right on where the contestant or the game players don't pick up on the fact that that it happened in plain sight.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
but what I am surprised at is because Rob C told this to Tiffany that, I think this is in plain sight, and it never gets shown that she discusses this with anybody,
Yeah.
which I would
Yeah.
think that would be a kind of important factor, like the only person who picked this up and then he's gone the next day.
Yeah. I was surprised by that as well, unless it is in the editing and maybe she did say it but nothing happened. I
Right.
mean, who knows? Who knows what happened with? Because it seems strange. I mean, she's a gamer, so I think that would be an important detail. But really, all it showed was just her talking to Michael, so kind of showing like a beginning of perhaps an alliance between her and Michael.
Yeah.
But
And
but
which, I mean, she thinks he's a traitor, but, as she
mhm.
says, keep your enemies closer.
Yeah,
But
you could still have an alliance with a traitor.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. Um, but yeah, and
But
then oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, this Candace finally finds out that it was Rob C, and so she was really happy about that. But
Yeah.
I just have to laugh because when the way the last episode ended, she's like, "Well, it got done, but who?"
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at least she didn't have to fake her surprise at this
No,
breakfast for
no,
once. Yeah. She had no
yeah,
clue.
yeah,
Um, and then that's all kind of happened at breakfast, except for, Michael. I mean, I might have an unpopular opinion, but I kind of like Michael. He's so
yeah,
like outspoken, and
yeah,
he brought up the whole shield again, and there's um Jam Jam
yeah,
and him going back at it,
yeah.
and
I
then I
mean,
like uh
you have to respect Michael because he's not afraid to say what he thinks, what his theories are. I mean, he's not afraid to do that. Whereas a lot of them will keep silent and just observe, but he doesn't care. He doesn't care if he ruffles feathers, and he thinks he has a theory, and he's going to go for it.
yeah, and then I like in his confessional, because he kind of explains, this is how you had to be growing up.
Right, right.
But he's like, I just hope I don't offend anybody, and I'm like, I think
You just
some
offend
people don't.
everybody.
Yeah, maybe it's working, but I mean, yeah. As like the episode continue, I'm like, I actually like him. I don't think
Yeah,
he's a great game player.
right,
Some of his stuff, I'm like, oh, but yeah, I do like that he's kind of like unapologetically himself and just says
right.
what he feels.
Right. And I respect that. So, I really I know a lot of them see him as a distraction, but I mean, it's just the way that he's playing his own game. And so you have to respect that.
Yeah. And then so moving on, this is a first. They have a round table before the mission. So right after breakfast, they head into the round table.
Yeah, I didn't understand this because for the mission you needed a partner. So why was the round table before the mission? I
The
mean,
only
it just
thing I can think of is because they needed to ensure that there was at least someone that could be up.
mm, oh,
Because if everyone was able to complete their mission, everyone would have been saved.
yeah.
And so I that's how I took it, as like they had to ensure at least one person would be up for elimination from
Yeah,
the traitors.
I don't know. I liked the mission. However, I didn't like that it was right after breakfast because
Or your round table, you mean?
yeah, the round table. Because the ones that are on everybody's mind from the previous night are Ron and Donna. And they haven't had a chance to kind of
Work.
redeem themselves. Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Work
had
the
time.
room. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I really, I don't think I didn't like that the round table was right after breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah, because yeah, you're right. They only had a little bit the night prior, and then, the breakfast, which yeah, it's just people still going over the night before events. So
Yeah. To
um
me, it kind of felt more of like a setup. Um, because, with Ron, this is who everybody's talking about, Ron and Donna. Chances are one of them is going to be banished, and the other one's going to be without a partner.
mhm.
So to me, it just kind of felt like a setup. Whereas if they had done the mission right after breakfast, at least Donna and Ron could have been partners. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That's
don't
true.
know. I don't know. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but to me, it just felt it was a lose lose for Ron and Donna. So,
Yeah. In which case, yeah, that I mean, because like you said, those are the two names. I mean, Michael comes up again about
oh yeah,
Cole being loud and
well,
distracting, and uh,
yeah,
and even Tiffany. I think because they do get to talk like very quickly before they head right into the round table, because this is
hmm
where Tiffany pulls Michael aside and was like, "You need to chill, like bring
right,
it down."
yeah.
But
They go into that secret room.
yeah. Yeah, and that's why I'm like, oh my gosh, like she's like, no, pull the book, and he doesn't even know what book to pull. And then when they're done with the coming out of it, he like leaves the door open, and she's like, close the
No,
door. Like, just you just know he's not a gamer because he doesn't like,
he doesn't think about those things. Oh yeah,
yeah, yeah, he doesn't think like ahead of things.
good. Don't leave
Doesn't
any
cover his
clues.
tracks.
He'd be a terrible traitor.
He would be. I don't People would think he's a traitor. Like,
He doesn't know how to. Yeah, um, he's not concerned with the details.
no, not at all, not at all.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, so yeah, there's just different groups discussing, obviously, and Colton, he takes lead for leading the charge against Donna, I feel. And so when they head into the round table, Candace is still pushing for Ron, um, and then it's kind of like, yeah, Donna gets in the hot seat, and then um, Michael, and then it's just the voting, really. And of course, it's Donna who you find out she's the secret traitor, which I knew. I was like, yes, I called it. But I was so disappointed in the same
Um,
sense, because I'm like, they had this like, it would have been a really cool like
hmm.
thing that they pushed this season with this whole new secret
Right.
traitor. And she
Right.
ended up not being a good secret traitor because she was
Right.
found out so
Right.
early on. And I don't know. I was like,
So do you think they'll do a replacement or?
a replacement secret traitor? Yes, and I'll tell you why. Because when they I noticed that when the faithfuls are still in their confessionals, they still are putting like their title. So, like when a traitor goes into a confessional, it says traitor underneath their name. But when a faithful goes in, they'll be like or Real Housewife, or they won't put faithful, which I find is weird.
Mm.
So that's the only thing I can think of is if like there's gonna maybe possibly be another secret traitor or something, and that's why they're keeping the faithfuls unmarked as faithful.
No. Yeah, I'm really hoping that they do because I really like the whole concept of the Secret Traitor. I really like that. I thought that was a really good twist to the
Yeah,
game.
and I felt like it went to waste.
This to be found out so quickly. She didn't have a good gameplay. She didn't. The only strategy was what to keep quiet, observe, not share. But that's that's a bad gameplay in
Yeah,
this game.
it is. It is. Yeah.
Um, and then the person she allies herself with is target number one. So it was
Yeah.
bad all the way around.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
think
hoping they have a redo. Yeah.
I think Colton would have been a good secret trader. I think he would have been a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's just a few that I think would have been a pretty good secret trader, but yeah, no.
There's a couple. But I think Colton would have been a good one
Yeah.
because he's really into the game, and so when you're that much into the game and you're paying attention, and I think that really makes for a good trader.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think playing as a trader is a lot harder than
Hmm.
playing as a faithful. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to be on top of everything as a trader.
Right. Because you're playing two roles. You're playing the trader by night and faithful by day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So hopefully we'll see in the upcoming episode what happens with that. And then moving into the mission, as you said, they do get paired up, and they're supposed to pair with one of um, a person that they trust the most. And so Ron is the oddball out because everyone feels like
I
he's
know.
the traitor. And I feel so bad for him
I
because
know.
I'm like, all he did was throw out facts. But
I know.
regardless,
That's why I don't understand. He didn't say any. He didn't go. He didn't say anything wrong. Everything he said was true.
yeah,
And I just maybe because it was a housewife. I don't know. I really think that they treated him unfairly. I felt really bad for Ron.
yeah. Yeah, so you find out though if you don't have a pair because they paired up prior to the mission that the person, Ron, is automatically up for elimination, and then the pairs they choose who wants to be in the cage, while the other one has to go look for these skulls and then stack them, and then that's
Yeah.
how they
So
free.
so why would Candace and Lisa both get in a cage? They know that whoever's in the cage is going to be up for elimination.
Hmm. Which which
Why
takes down the toll of how many people are possibly up for elimination.
why would they do that?
Yeah. I don't think they thought of that, or they both maybe had the mindset of, "Oh, it looks like I'm a faithful."
Yeah,
But
maybe it was
yeah,
bad gameplay.
yeah. Yeah.
I think it was bad gameplay. Maybe they are trying to build trust, but the partners they chose were supposedly partners they trusted anyway. So what does it matter? Lisa and Dorinda. I mean, Dorinda could have easily gotten in the cage,
Yeah.
and and then Candace and Tara. I mean, I don't think there would have been. I don't think anything would have been said if they had not gotten in the cage. I don't.
Yeah,
I think.
no.
I think that was. I think. I don't think that was a smart on their part.
Yeah, I think so. Because like I said, yeah, it decreases because it's not like the people that were outside the cage were up for elimination. It was just the people inside the cage.
Right.
Um, but yeah, and I mean, what was it? I mean, kind of half did good.
Huh?
Because I don't know how
Uh-huh.
many pairs there were,
Yeah, I
but
think was it 10? Wait, how many pairs are there? Well, okay, not counting Ron, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10 cages.
so it's
Um,
almost half because there's 4 people and then Ron that are up now for elimination, which is Kristen, Carolyn, Lisa, and Eric are
yeah.
the
Yeah,
ones.
I had to laugh about Johnny. I was like, I like him so much.
Yeah, they're like, he's not even back yet with his skulls. The time's up. I
The challenge is over.
know. I'm like, what took him so long to find these skulls?
Uh,
Yeah.
he was probably dealing with the fact that it was in the swamp, and and he
Yeah.
didn't want to dig for anything. And I had to laugh. That I thought that was so funny, but I was just like, yeah, I was so glad that Johnny was not in a cage.
Yeah.
I like him. I like, of course, I like Johnny and Tara. I just like the two of them so much. So, but yeah, and then what surprised me too was Colton. He got the skulls really fast, but I mean,
Shaky hands. He just couldn't. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, he was yeah, under pressure with I want it's not details, under pressure with small with what am I trying to say?
Just
He
like,
doesn't
yeah.
he doesn't do well with yeah, under that.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to
I
say.
don't
Just
know.
like,
I don't know
yeah.
the word.
It's like it's not a tedious task. It's like, yeah, it's like this that you have to have steady hands for that. Yeah. It's
Yeah, like intricate. I don't know.
yeah.
That's not the word either, but something like that. Yeah, he's not good. Definitely not good with that.
Yeah, no. No, if it was like a
Physical.
running or a
Yeah,
yeah.
physical. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good. But yeah, I
Yeah.
felt what his partner was Carolyn. I felt so bad for her.
I know. And I mean they're the people in the cages were trying to cheer on the people that were trying to stack were like, okay, just breathe. Okay, just like trying to like calm them down, especially
Yeah,
Colton. And he was like,
yeah, I know, I know.
yeah,
And the more time went by, the more shaking. The worse it
yeah,
got.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was under
yeah,
the pressure. He couldn't, yeah. Um, but this is a challenge that kind of got Colton's mind spinning because, as you tell, like on the card back, this is where he brings up the fact, like, why would Tiffany partner up with Michael when it's supposed to be someone that they trust? And so this is
right.
when he starts thinking that maybe Tiffany's the one who's, calling the shots and now kind of turning, or like she's like the puppeteer, of what's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, I mean, I understand his theory. I really didn't like it because, I mean, she's a strong female, and the fact that he goes after a strong female, I mean, that's the only reason why he's going after her.
Hmm.
She's a gamer and she's a strong player. I don't
Yeah.
know. I like Tiffany. I really didn't like. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like that he was going to go after her.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, Tiffany also brings up that she thinks like Jam Jam is the one who is getting rid of the gamers, um, and like she suspects it's Ron, Michael, Jam Jam, and then of course Donna were the ones, and um,
Yeah, because Tiffany confided in Colton, right? I mean, she
yeah,
confided. Yeah,
yeah, he was the ones that was in the group that she was telling her theories to.
yeah,
But and I think too, Colton kind of takes Tiffany's logic and like turns it on her because
right.
she's the one who said, like I think it's Jam Jam that's kind of like, going after these people. And then he's like, oh, well, maybe it's you that's like, I feel like that's also what kind of like
Hmm.
um made him even go down this rabbit hole even more of, oh, well, then maybe it's Tiffany because she's even thinking like this. So it's probably because she's doing it. At least that's how I took it.
Yeah, because I thought she wasn't going after him. She was confiding, like you said, within a group. about her theories. I thought it was a good theory. And yeah, and then he just goes after her for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just I didn't like it. It was like there's other people there that are more suspicious than Tiffany. But
Yeah.
he just the fact that she teams up with Michael. I
I
mean,
think so. And then that's just kind of, and then it just started, the way it played out, and then he just couldn't shake his suspicion
yeah, I mean
from
that's
her.
her game. That's her gameplay. I mean, the traitors are not going to team up with fellow traitors. I
Yeah.
mean, I have never seen that happen. Maybe
No,
early on.
yeah, no, not outside. Mm-mm.
No, they always try to stay separate from each other.
Yeah.
So the fact, I mean, I just think his whole basis for going after her was so weak. I really didn't like it. And, you
Yeah.
know, I didn't like it.
So moving on to the turret. This
Yeah.
is where Candace, she finally is able to tell Lisa and Rob, their names um, combined, um,
We're just making up
about,
our own words today.
yeah, yep. But this is where she's able to finally say that, Rob C was the one who actually even called out that this is what was happening, because they obviously had no idea that, he had
Right.
disclosed that to her or Tiffany.
Right.
And yeah, so they kind of obviously discuss the ones that are up for elimination. And, they're looking at maybe Kristen because they feel like she's the biggest threat. Ron, because it would create chaos, which I was like, this is dumb because, they're already going after,
Yeah.
he's a target anyways.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. That to me didn't make sense.
yeah. And then the other one is Carolyn, but it would kind of break the cycle of getting a housewife out,
But the
and
gamers. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Break the cycle of the gamers and yeah, go after somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah. And this one is, of course, a face to face, their first face to face elimination. So
Right.
that's where episode 3 leaves off.
Well, it left off with each of the people giving their plea.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just kind of fast forward. I was like, okay, yeah.
Oh, I had to laugh at some of them.
I mean, because you already know that they made up their mind by the time they got there. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
just the theatrical to even make them give a plea, I feel. Because they're not going to be like, okay, yeah, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
they're not going to
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah. Who was
So,
it? Was it Ron? Ron was getting a little aggressive with his plea. Did you?
yeah.
I don't know. That's how it ended. Was with Ron yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just theatrics. They give us traitors.
Right.
But okay, so yeah, that's where episode 3 leads off. So stay tuned for the next episode as we go over episode 4 and who they do the face to face elimination with.
Yay.